How are you? You comfortable? Me? Me? You know, my mother. I know my mother's comfortable. She lives very comfortably, thank you. Hi, Robin. You don't have to just. Hi, Lena. Are you comfortable? Yeah, I'm comfortable. We just feel like it's before the day gets any longer in the tooth. Right, yeah. We want you to just open yourself up to us because that's your family. Right. No, you're not going to find a better support system. So I understand that. All right, thank you, Robin. She doesn't believe me for some reason. I believe you, Howard. You don't believe me. Otherwise, you would have done. Well, forget it. He's just busting your horns, Lena. Don't let him get to you. All right. Yeah, I'm shaking you up a little bit. Here, let's throw the thing. All right. Here's the first, before we get into the interviews, the transcripts, the Howard Stern transcripts with Lena and John. This was your reading for today. Do the Oz. Yeah, Lena. Things are about to get a whole lot weirder. You've been being primed for this, all right? Yeah. Okay, so let's take another look at that. You're going home. We're all going home. No, I don't have a time frame. I don't. That's not how this thing works. We're all just on the journey. Right. But it's going to get weirder, and more people are going to be showing up and saying that they. This is the first one that really out and out challenged you and said, I'm his twin flame. You are not. I am. Yeah, no one ever used. I've always been the only one that I am aware of. Yeah, that has said that has made this crazy, preposterous claim, which happens to be true. Right. Okay. So yeah, you're the twin flame. You got. You don't need to prove this to anyone. So we're gonna get down to the. Oh God, Lena, I know. Are you sure you're up for this right now? I'm doing what I've been instructed to do. All right. Okay. Okay. I have some interview questions. Can I start? Yes. John? Yeah. Hmm. Everyone seems like they're really not up for this. Robin. Well, I don't think so, but are you bowing out on me on this? Telepathically, you're bowing out. I'm going to lay back and leave it up to Lena because I'm not sure where this is the right time. All right. John, let's all take a deep breath and regroup. All right. Yeah, get your Oz thing up here because I think you like that. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Let me start simple. Okay. What, John? Yes. How am I doing? Terrible. Hmm. I'm not feeling this vibe this morning. Well, maybe it was premature. Maybe we shouldn't have started it just yet. But try one question and we'll see if we can make it work. Let's not make this time together a total a bust, a waste, right? When Lena first started connecting with you, you were a little kid. We discussed that in the last couple of. What was it like when you first started feeling like you could trust some of your friends and tell them about her? And I guess we're talking now really about Pete Shotton more than anything else. He was like really the first, right? Yeah. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Pete was the first. That I yes. That I talked and gave Lena a name and said and that happened because I mentioned her to him. It slipped out. I said, "Oh, well Lena always says something, yeah, And he said, "What is that who you're always talking to?" Right, because I had always it was harder and harder for me not to just talk out loud to her because she was and always has been so present. John, you have to get off of this girl because I know, Lena, it's a bit of a struggle today. He's highly sexualized. Yeah. It's nothing to be worried about. Hmm. Yeah. What, Robin? It's heavy. It's all good news. You're doing great, but you're today you're convalescing. Yesterday was very heavy, and we just really want you convalescing today as much as possible. In other words, you just lay in bed with him and that's it. Yeah, really. And I'm not saying this for any selfish reason. I'm just right. Lena, I'm getting the feeling that I can't go on with these questions because are you really, still thinking about that screwball on Quora last night? You're worried about her. That's what I'm picking up. I am. Because my thing is, if she's not fucking around with, she thinks it's John, what is she? And you had a similar situation with another broad last year around this time, right? Who thought she was fucking around with David Bowie, and she wasn't, right? It's gonna happen more and more. And you're part of the army that's exposing these egregores. I know John calls them egregores. They're egregores. All right. So just tough, yeah, honey, you're going to have to take it on the chin and you're just going to have to let us guide you. Right. Especially John. Let him guide you because he knows this terrain. Okay. All right. Let's get on with a couple of just quick questions. I don't want to keep you if you. No, go ahead. Well, can I go ahead and yeah, go ahead. So when you said to Pete, well, I got this broad here, and you were about 10 years old or whatever it is, little kids are, right? You were always jerking off with Pete too, weren't you? Always jerking off together. We did a lot of sexual exploration at the same time. Not with each other, not homo. No, not homo. Me and Pete were very much into talking about masturbation and, being with girls and, right. So when that started happening, and you started young, you were a horny guy. Well, yeah. Well, Lena, I'm not blaming Lena for it, but the presence of Lena in my life from early on made me highly sexualized very young. And you were also highly sexualized, can I say, because of your mother, your biological mother. Yes, that's correct. Well, she was also part of the equation. What did she do to you? Did she do something to you? She was inappropriate with me. I didn't have sex with my mother, John. Or, John. Howard. No, I didn't say you had sex with your mother, but her signals were screwy. She was a little bit, coerced on the dark side. Best way I could put it. No offense, Robin. None taken. Or shall we call you Billy? Billy Holiday. You can call me anything you like. Robin, by the way, if anyone doesn't understand, she knows John's humor. She does not take offense. Look at who she works with. There you go. Okay. So your mother was kind of screwbally and you had weird sexual feelings about her. Yes, I had very guilty feelings about because of the way she would be very aggressive with me, touchy-feely in ways. And the thing is, we didn't have that comfort of a healthy. When I was a very young child, she didn't want me. And then she started showing interest when you started being a hot young guy. Well, sort of. She liked me as I got older, but and she came onto your friends, didn't she? She was kind of loose, your mother, Julia. Yeah, she was a loose woman, right? You could say she's a loose woman. How'd that make you feel about women in general? Well, I not good. Right, not good. not really respectful of them in general. So what was different about you being you were respectful always of Lena, right? Well, yeah, but Lena, I made her cry a lot. You made her cry when she was when? I think I make her cry all the time because you're not. What do you mean? Well, oh gee, I don't want to mess this up. You're not messing it up. This is very compelling. Go. You make Lena cry today? Did I make you cry today? No, you didn't make me cry today. No, honey. But 2 days ago, I had her crying. Yeah, he had me crying 2 days ago. But I didn't really understand why. It's just like he gets very emotional and we cry. I'm not okay. So, but how do you feel when you cry with him? It feels cleansing, I think. Okay, that's what it's supposed to feel like. It's not supposed to feel bad. It's supposed to feel like a washing away of layers of psychological pain. Right, for both of you. Yes, Robin. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I think I'm dropping the ball on this interview. All right. Well, you want to ask about Pete Shotton and John's? Well, so Pete was the first one, and you're masturbating together, and did you always think about Lena when you were masturbating? Yes. Yes. Lena was the girl. But I heard you also had a thing for Bridget Bardot. Bridget Bardot reminded me very much of. She was very close to Lena in physicality and her face, her beautiful face, and her sort of auburnish brown hair and her big jugs. Yeah. So it was the closest thing if I had to have a poster of Brigitte Bardot up in my room. It was easy for me to transfer your feelings for Lena to a visual place, right? To a more tangible place. So, are you saying that you were starting to feel when you were, as you started maturing, you started to feel that this was not going to be enough? This spirit girl, Lena. I did I feel it would be enough? I didn't think in terms of would it be enough. I just kept praying that she would suddenly materialize. Okay, let's calm down a minute, Lena. I'm all right. All right, so what John just said is making you think of when John first came back. Right. Maybe you should take this, Robin. All right. Okay. So, Lena, I remember this very well. About 10 years ago when John first came through, uh, he had more or less convinced you that he was going to be materializing in the physical form, that a miracle was going to take place and he was going to appear before you. Yes. And you believed him. Yes. You went so far as to pack some bags and get ready for him to show up. Yes. Has he shown up? Yes. But just not in the way that I thought he would. And he's changed my life for the better. And is there anything you would change right now if you could? No, because it's not my place to tell God how to do this thing. So I had to let go of that concept of him being physical, at least for now. Because it's coming. It's gonna happen. You haven't given up hope for that, have you? No. But I kind of just put it on the back burner and said, well, whenever he shows up, he's going to show up. And then everyone else will see him, and I won't have to... You won't have to what? Well, I feel like it's been an endless fight of having people believe me, but now it's like I don't give a... You don't give a crap who believes you now, right? No, I don't. Yeah. Good girl. You've come a very long way. Yeah. May I interject? Yes, of course, John. Yeah. Yeah, so it starts that way in the journey. Well, she's going to show up. God wouldn't do this to me, right? And I only realized, we'll jump forward, I only realized how it was going to work. Really, the gist of how it was all going to work out when it was revealed to me by Lena herself that she was going to be born onto this earth in 1962. Yes, right. And I was like, well, what good is that? I'm 22. She'll be a baby, right? And how did that make you feel? A little frustrated and kind of like, is this kind of a bad joke? What kind of God is doing this? Forgive me, Father. Yeah, it's all right. God forgives you because you've acknowledged that. But so, and then slowly you begin to take one day at a time, right? That's what it is. You start to take one day at a time, and you're just happy and grateful that you have Lena in your life, or you have whoever you... In my case, it's Lena, and I just didn't want to fuck with that, and I didn't want to be ungrateful to God and the mother. And so I just every day prayed for the way. Show me the way, and don't... And not bargaining, but I will do all that I can to do God's way. Don't take Lena from me, right? She's what I need. And God has been pretty good on that his end of the deal, right? Yes, it's been remarkable, and just keeps getting more remarkable. All right, we're getting a little highly agitated here. Are you all right, Lena? I'm okay. I just, I'm good. I'm fine. I really am. Well, that's Chris. Well, that's a whole nother story. Christopher was Stuart Sutcliffe. Yes, that's correct. And he had problems seeing Lena, but then he did realize that you were channeling Lena. Yes, he did. Yeah. And you beat the crap out of him a couple of times. I did. Okay. We're jumping around a little bit too much, but I just wanted to bring that forward. 8/18, right. I wanted to bring that forward. 18/18. And today is 9/9, September 9th. So this is and plus it's 2022, this is Lynn just coming forward with my numerology. It's a heavy